Litecoin has returned to 4-year lows. On the surface, prices are a steal, but what's the smart money saying? This is 2022, 11th of June, and here we are, almost like clockwork, back down there precisely 4 years later. And you can see here that this is pretty good support for the price action at this level as well. And even though, of course, we've had these lower dips, you can see we've had clear, definable bouncing off points, and this was acted as resistance in 2019. But this is problematic. The fact that we have now come down to levels in the previous bear market, showing two things. The first, that the most recent bull market from 2023 onwards did not put in the same sort of gains which we had from the 2021 bull market. That's the first thing to recognize, and it explains why the price action has been able to come back down to these 2022 levels. This is essentially the bottom of the previous bear market. This is the dip, and then we started to recover. But because we have had minimal gains compared to the previous bull runs, I mean, look, this is 2017, so we haven't even managed to replicate these levels at all. Very muted bull run, and that does really open the door for much lower prices, potentially below levels we saw in the past bear market, which highlights the headwinds which the crypto market and altcoins have faced over the last few years, thanks to macroeconomic conditions around the world. So what can we now expect from Litecoin? What can we expect to see? Now, the reason why I explained all of that stuff at the start about a muted bull run this time, and that opens the door to these lower levels, because we don't want to be jumping in here too bullish. We have to look at Bitcoin. We have to look at when Bitcoin is most likely going to start to bottom before it starts a new bull run, and we have to time those two things up. We need Litecoin to be at support, we need Litecoin to be in a position to reverse, and then we need to see Bitcoin do the same thing. And given the fact that Bitcoin is just putting a lower low, that does suggest we're going to have lower prices. So short-term trading activity, we have this floor here at around $40. We could see the price action range around here, potentially topping at around 50, or it could be a slightly broader range, moving back up to this previous resistance level, which we couldn't really get above, apart from this little move back in the beginning of May, and that's around 56. So we could see that. You can look at this level as $40 as quite manageable, because if we do come down from here, we're going to probably have a recovery around this area and be able to reposition. But we're not coming in here for long-term plays, for LTC, medium or long-term plays. We're not looking for that. We're not coming in at this level looking to take profits all the way up here at 129. No, sir, we're not looking to do that. So that's the short-term sort of play. This is the trading range we're in, and it's manageable in terms of risk, regardless of which way it goes. But in terms of long-term support, in terms of where we can look to maybe start to accumulate Litecoin again, we need to look at these levels put here at November, December 2018, and of course when we ended up on that March 2020 pandemic crash, which a lot of us, including myself, were watching happen. That's when Bitcoin was around $3,000 very briefly, but that looks like the bearish scenario for LTC. So $50 was supporting the price action. Now 40 looks like it's taken up the mantle. But the reality is, presuming bearish conditions continue in the market, you want to be eyeing this $25 level where you can start to see a reversal potentially picking up. But for now, we're only looking at short-term range plays within the range which we are now in, which is no longer supported by 50, it's now supported by 40, and then you just have to figure out where you're going to take profits at 50 or 56. Or of course, if we do see a recovery back up to this level over the next few weeks, if Bitcoin does give us a little bit of levity, then of course you want to look at this moving average as well as a good place to potentially short. But if you are concerned about more downside from here, because it is possible, then you probably want to wait for a W pattern of some kind at this level to give you that assurance, as this is like trying to catch a falling knife. So we do want to be cautious here. There's good probabilities in our favor either way, but most of you will probably want to see some kind of higher low or something in the price action first before we look to enter. But that's LTC.